go far, Sheriff. I'd like to have a few words of my own with you.
Unbelievable.
Why'd you put the hurt on Flycatcher? Hiding something down at the Tweedles? Or was it just for fun?
He worked for them, didn't he? I couldn't be sure that he wasn't involved, and I didn't want him interfering. I was simply endeavoring to make the search a speedy one. Surely you, of all people, can't fault me for getting overzealous in the process.
I don't buy it. I have more important things to deal with.
Yeah.
You can be sure that we're gonna have a long fucking talk about this when I'm done.
I do so enjoy our talks. I'll wait with bated breath.
Yeah, it's not the only
I don't
piece.
understand. This piece just doesn't want to join the rest. Do you have any idea why?
Got me.
Well, where did you find it? What has it gone through since being separated from the rest? Shattering is a very traumatic experience, you know. So this process can be a little touchy. Helps that I have a good working relationship with the mirror.
I found it at the butcher shop, the cut above. It was in Crane's cone. There was a lot of weird magic going on there. That has something to do with it. Other than that, last person I saw with Crane or his coat was that psycho Bloody Mary. Maybe she had some...
Ah, yes, Miss White was asking about her. That explains it. You know who and the mirror have a very unhappy history with each other. How would you like it if she tried to use you as a doorway?
I think I already know the feeling.
Ah.
Well, I think I know how to proceed now. It will just take a little extra coaxing, that's all. Thank you for your help. It could be a while, Sheriff. I'll find you when it's ready. Besides which, he might not want to come out with you watching.
Oh, he doesn't like being spied on.
That's funny.
Is it fixed? Did you ask about the Crooked Man?
Buffkin's still working on it. He said it might be a while.
If you're so self-reliant, what do you want from the business office so bad?
What I want is my business.
I can't take those two right now. We're trying to catch a murderer, and they're
Arguing about money.
over there bickering about bureaucracy.
Oh, well.
We're at war. Don't they realize that?
I like how his mouth wasn't moving when he was talking.
Yeah, thanks. Go talk to Toad. But just so you know, we can't pay him.
I can.
He really needs to go to the farm, you know. So just break the news and be done with it, okay?
Toad, come here.
I see how it is. Passed off to an underling, eh? Why am I not surprised?
Well, I have the money
it
for him.
caused what damage brings me in here, so maybe it's for the best. Just need a little bit of dosh to cover it. I tried talking to her about it, but it's like chatting up a brick wall, it is. Now, I'm sure you've got your own agenda, Sheriff, but I've taken a real wallet because of you.
I'm starting to think you don't take me seriously, Toad. How many times have I told you to get glamored up? You know that if you're out of glamour, I gotta send you to the farm.
Well, how about your friend the pig, hmm? Is he going to the farm too? Yeah? You thought we didn't know about him, huh? A worse-kept secret in Fabletown. For a friend, the rules will bend.
I haven't decided on him yet, but every situation's different, Toad.
Well, might I suggest a path of compassion for the pig? And me boy, too. If you give me one more chance and hear me out, I'll see a way for me and me boy to stay. I'm not gonna ask for any more than I need. I just want to stay. So what do you say you just give me enough to cover me glamours and we'll call the rest a wash? Please, Sheriff, don't take TJ from the only home he knows. This old glamour rule is oppressive. I've done nothing wrong but look different. You know it's not right.
Look, I'll try to get you that money and get you another chance, but you have to understand, it's not entirely up to me.
Oh, thank you, Sheriff. I knew I could count on you to make me whole again. We get this sorted and I'll be glamour to the nines, I will.
Bluebeard, you want to talk? Now's your chance.
I've just made my donation funding this office, so direct your questions to Miss White.
Well, at At least he's not trying to get rid of me.
Yeah,
Not.
that's
For
good, I
now.
suppose.
Did you take care of Toad? I mean, I saw the way he left. I know it may not seem that important right now, but glamours are the law for a very good reason. You know that as well as anyone.
Don't worry. I did the right thing.
Are you sure? Because he left looking pretty happy. Fine, we'll deal with it later. I know I should be asking how it got like this, but I just keep wondering why it happened. To Faith and Lily. You've seen his world. Do you have any idea why he'd want them dead? I don't know if the Crooked Man killed them with his own hand, or if it was one of his goons.
I think it's about
There's
control,
one thing
probably.
I figured out. It's that the Crooked Man is all about control. It's what he does with the loans at the pawn shop, the magic he peddles, chains, ribbons. Maybe Faith and Lily weren't doing what they were told. Or maybe they just tried to leave.
Sheriff, Miss White, I believe the mirror is repaired.
I have to say I have been better. But thanks for putting me back together.
I'm sorry, I have to know. Mirror, mirror, we're glad you weren't slain. Now please show us that sick creep Crane.
Yeah, I want to see where he's ended up, too.
You will get on that plane to Paris, and you will wait for the day the Crooked Man needs you. Until then, not a peep. Otherwise,
Oh.
I get to deal with you my way. So please, please disobey. Wait a minute. Someone's watching.
What just happened?
We pointed you in the wrong direction. You looked at Bloody Mary's reflection.
Oh, her. That explains the sting. I'd rather not have to feel the pain she brings.
She tried to use it as a
So,
portal?
Let's not do that again, okay?
Looks like we'll have to track him down.
Oh, because she used
We need to focus
people's
on the immediate
mirrors
threat.
as portals, so
Yes,
she can
perfect.
use him as a mirror, as a portal,
Bigby,
because she,
we
we
don't
say
have
Bloody
a lot of
Mary in the
time.
mirror.
Are you having trouble with the rhyme, Sheriff?
Just show me where I can find the Crooked Man.
I haven't been feeling well of late. Seems neither of us can cooperate.
Damn.
Perhaps I can be of assistance? Mirror, mirror, keep us sane. Show the door to Crooked Man's domain.
I can always count on you, Buffkin.
I don't recognize the door, but that's the Crooked Man symbol on it.
Hold on.
Oh, he moved.
The door. It moves.
Yeah, Jersey mentioned that.
Wait a minute. I know that door.
That's Central Park. I don't know when it's gonna move again, but I'm gonna get there before it does.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial. We can't just dispense street justice.
All right.
I know that emotions can run high, and you have your reasons to handle this a certain way.
I'll catch him and bring him back here, alive. Then we can clean him and cook him together.
Good. I have enough to worry about here while I prepare the case against him. So I'm going to trust you to handle this properly.
All right.
That is, if you think you're ready.
Of course I'm ready. I got no other choice.
It's true. But soon he mended his evil ways. I like the sound of that achievement. You guys can't see it, but that's a cool sound. I'm just gonna open it up. Well, time to go on through Lost Cat Pixel. It's an interesting sound.
Tim, Tim. What
Oh.
the hell are you doing here?
Wow.
Good evening, Sheriff. I'm here to take you to the boss. Thanks, by the way, for leaving off Tiny.
Tiny Tim.
I have to admit, when they asked me to watch the door, I wasn't sure what to expect when you came through that portal. I know you aren't here on a social call.
Hold on. You've just been waiting for me to show up? You knew I was coming?
That's what they told me. I don't know, they said you made it pretty clear. I'm supposed to bring you right on in, so if you'll come this way. Look, this is the one thing I have to do.
Fine. Lead on.
Wow. I didn't expect to see him. I guess, yeah, it's a fairy tale, I suppose. I don't know any other stories of Tiny Tim other
Thanks
than,
for understanding. This is all I'm
Scrooge.
Here to do, and I don't want to mess it up. I know I'm probably the last person you'd expect to be a guard, or an escort for that matter. I was a little surprised myself when they asked me to do it.
I get it. You have a job to do. But you gotta ask yourself if you want to be involved with this guy.
Whatever you may think of him, he doesn't treat me like some broken little kid. I think he gets what it's like. He gave me a job, and I'm lucky to have it. This is the only option I've got. Just keep that in mind, maybe? Because if you and the boss go up against each other, the rest of Fabletown is going to get caught in the middle. And if you're here, it can't be good.
I understand the position you're in, but you don't have to do this. There are other things you could do.
So it's just that easy.
Maybe not, but you don't want to be a part of this.
A lot of us depend on him. Some of us never get to the front of the line at the business office. But he's there. We need you, but we need him too. What we
Wow.
don't need is a war. Hey, Sheriff, hold up. I gotta go in with you. Can't you just wait up, Sheriff? Thanks.
Am I some kind of a fucking joke to you? What did I tell you, eh? Stop laughing at me. Oh, yeah?
Tell me who the fuck is back there.
I don't exactly know. I just mind the door.
Worry.
The boss is there. I know that
Like
much.
Crane before him. I'm sure he will prove himself quite handy to have in my pocket. Either he's smart enough to see this is for the best, or dim enough to do as he's told. I say he'd be more useful killed, skinned, and made into a rug.
Bloody hell! This fucking guy!
Oh. Well, look at that. Interesting looking. Whoa, he's got a messed up eye.
I'm sorry, sir. He wouldn't let
It's
me.
all right, Tim. I shouldn't have expected the sheriff to give you respect enough to do your job.
What?
You did fine. You can go now.
I just opened the door. What, I have to knock?
You see,
I'm the
everyone in
sheriff of
Fabletown
this
is
fucking
a monster.
Fabletown. I'll
You
knock
just have
on
to pay
doors
attention to
sometimes.
what they need to help them find it. Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Alright, we'll talk. I want to kind of see where this goes.
All right, you got me here. Let's talk.
Oh, they would. They would leave it right there. They would. That's the perfect place to, like, end off on this episode for sure.
I've heard stories about you. In the old days, how you picked off those men one by one. Oh, how they screamed. The wolf is coming. And they would wait, hiding anywhere they could squeeze their pathetic, shivering corpses.
Is that so?
Some would just drop to their knees where they stood, close their eyes, and wait for death. And you'd give it to them.
She had a messed up eye, man.
I wish I could have seen it. Oh well.
She gonna fight me one-on-one with no gun? I will whoop her. I will whoop her so hard. Hey, I didn't decide he shouldn't go to the farm. I said we'll figure it out later, alright, game? Get it right, alright? Did not try to remove the ribbon. I'm pretty sure what happened is Crane didn't know if he removed the ribbon they'd die, and he removed the ribbon so they died. Yeah, I had a feeling most people would go to the butcher shop first because it was the last thing they said, and typically people go to the first thing, or the last thing first. Yeah, everyone's kind of nice, 73%. That's weird, most people didn't agree to talk to him. I'm actually really curious on what he has to say. It's probably going to be something controversial, maybe, who knows. But I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to leave a like, because this does help me very, very much so. And I highly appreciate it every time you guys leave one. See you guys next time with the last episode of The Wolf Among Us.